Good morning. We're in Glasgow. We're going to be about to do the Men Only podcast workout, courtesy of Chris. And Chris, what we're going to do this morning in Glasgow?
Today we're going to be doing a pretty extensive complex.
Right.
All right, I'm going to start you out on the skier. You're going to burn 12 calories on the skier.
Right.
From there, you're going to go straight to 20 wall balls. Mm-hmm. After the wall balls, you're going to jump on the rower, your favorite.
Right.
You're going to do 10 calories on the rower.
Right.
You'll come straight over to your dumbbell and do 20 dumbbell snatches. You're going to do alternating dumbbell snatches. So you're going to go from one hand to the other, or you can go 10 and 10.
Right, okay.
And then you're going to finish with 8 calories on the assault bike.
Right, okay.
And we're going to do that 7 times.
Only 7 rounds.
Only 7 rounds.
Easy.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to be doing 12 calories in this.
Yep.
Should we be demonstrating how you really should do it properly?
Do you want me to demonstrate?
Yeah, on you go.
All right.
You tell me.
So with a ski, I want it to be a full body movement. You see a lot of people on here and they're pulling with their arms like this. Mm-hmm. I want you to get your whole body into it. I want you to hinge at your waist and really get some power. This way you're generating a lot more power and a lot more energy. So I want you to do that whole body. I want a full extension all the way down.
12 calories?
12 calories.
Fine. Right, let's go.
Nice. Keep up that pace. Full extension with the hands. There you go. Get much more power. Nearly there. Keep it up. Just a couple more calories.
Whoa.
There we go. Atta girl.
Right.
All right, we're moving on to the wall balls.
Right, Chris, you want to demonstrate how we...
So first I'm going to show you how not to do it, and then I'll show you how to do it,
Sure.
okay? So we'll give ourselves a little bit of space from the wall, all right? Now you'll see a lot of folks, what I'm wanting you to do is hit that lower target. The upper
Right.
target's for men, the lower target's for women. I don't want you just shooting it like a basketball, okay? I want you to get your whole body into it. It's a squat and a push. A squat and a push. All the way up, all the way down. Got it?
Got it.
All right, let's do it. Good. Squat. Nice. Very good. That's 10. Five, 4, 3, 2, done. Well done.
All that netball training came in handy.
All right, we're moving on to the rower.
So I'll just demonstrate how I do it. What you should be doing is bending in, pulling back. So about there, and you just snatch here.
Very good. Yeah, this is one piece of a kit that I might have to defer to you as the expert. Excellent pace. Well done. Got there in no time. Let's move over to our dumbbell now with the snatch. The snatch is, again, another full body power move. I want you using your legs to generate the force, bringing it straight up overhead.
Right.
Okay, it's not a clean and a press. You're throwing it straight to the ceiling, and let your legs do your arms a favor, okay? Drive up like this, throwing it straight up. Okay, you can do 10 and 10, or you can alternate every one, but we're doing 20 reps. Drive down and up. Good. 2, 3. And switch. And that's 20 right there, and we're doing 8s next time. We're going up next round. We are moving on. Finish this round. We're going to be on the assault bike. You're going to do this for 8 calories. Okay, you do this for 8 calories, and then you get a whopping 1 minute rest.
Now I've got to say to everybody, not my favourite bit of kit.
Yeah,
So if I
this is
fall
nobody's
off-
favorite bit of kit. This is an absolute killer.
Let's see if it's set up, Chris.
So once you get started, hit the green start. There we go.
So
Hit
you
it
can
one-
tell I really use this
one
all
more-
the time.
There we go. All right, calories are at the top, and you're just going to go there till that says 8. Use your upper body and your lower body to generate the power. Very, very good. Halfway there.
Oh,
Whoop, careful.
whoa. See what I mean? Not too good with this. Just to prove it's live.
Picked right back up where you left off though.
8 calories.
One more calorie. And you're done. That is 1 round in the bag. Well done, you got through that quickly. So just 6 more times. Easy peasy.
Right, Chris, we've demonstrated like the first round of a 7-round set.
Yep.
And you've demonstrated it really, really well. Now, what's the most important thing when people are using a gym and they're using equipment? Is it obviously you've got to know how to use it properly.
You've got to know how to use the equipment properly.
Right.
Yeah, one of the worst things that you can do is come in here and use some of this stuff improperly and injure yourself.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons that it's good to work with me, because
Right.
I'll be able to watch your form while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You can think you know how you're doing it, but if you're on there not watching yourself, you may be doing it completely wrong and not even know it.
Right.
So we've been working together long enough to
Yeah.
where your form is impeccable. I'm just here as a cheerleader keeping you going. But yeah, that's probably one of the most important things, is to make sure when you come into a gym, you actually know how to use the stuff. Now, I will say most gyms, just like this one, when you join, they will offer you kind of an induction and a
Sure.
tour. They'll take you through, they'll show you how
And
everything
people
is.
should really take that up, shouldn't
Oh,
they?
absolutely, especially if you're new to the gym. A lot
Yeah.
of people are joining gyms and they're coming from other gyms and they've
Yeah.
been training all their life, and that's fine.
Right.
But if you're new to the gym, some of the equipment can be a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
And some of it can just be confusing.
Right.
You might look at something and do it completely wrong. I've seen people mount equipment or get on pieces of equipment. I'm thinking someone needs to step in here before they actually hurt
Before they harm
themselves.
themselves, yeah.
So it's really good to kind of like, if you don't know, the best thing to do is ask. I think people are intimidated in gym environments, but I think you'll find that in most places people are really eager to help.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people they've been a lot in the press about being apprehensive about going into the gym,
Yeah.
because there's always this impression that everybody's 25 and beautiful.
Yeah, that's
obviously,
right.
Obviously not.
Obviously not, yeah.
So what would you say to people that is a very welcoming experience? You will get taught.
Well,
There's
you know what, I
trainers
mean,
there keeping an eye on you.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the things you want to do is get a feel for it when you go in. You're
Yeah.
probably going to check out a couple of different gyms before
Yeah.
you join. You may pick up on certain gyms that you go, you know what, this isn't for me. There are certain gyms that really do cater to kind of bodybuilding muscle heads. You might see needles
Yeah.
in the rubbish bins.
Yeah.
Probably not the kind of gym that like the average everyday person who's just trying to get fit wants to go to. But a gym like this, where it's like got a very, very diverse membership, all ages, really, really friendly staff, and just the whole atmosphere and attitude here is that almost we're all like a community.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's what you're looking for. You're
Yeah.
looking for a place where you don't go in and get intimidated or pressured, because to get off equipment, people are really polite. They're going to come in and they're going to say, how many more sets do you have on
Yeah.
that? Would you let me know when you're done? Rather than just standing there and waiting for you to finish.
Right. Right. So as we sort of spoke in the podcast before we came here, it's really about health as you get older as well. It's really an investment in your health.
It is.
So can you tell me, with the exercises, we talk about bone density,
Yep.
we talk about muscle strength. Now you can't get that from a pill.
No,
So
no.
no, there is no shortcuts.
There's supplements that can help,
Yeah.
but you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I've aged
Yeah.
and as my clientele has aged, it's become more and more it's become more and more important to me to kind of like post 40, start training for our next season of life. You know, when you're younger, you're training for the next time you're at the beach.
Right.
You're training for the next time you're in the bedroom.
Right.
But when we get older, I want to train for the next time for the next chapter of our lives, which is getting up from the floor and carrying our shopping home and
Yeah.
being able to go up the flight of stairs
Right.
without having to stop and catch our breath. So a lot of the training that I do with you is functional health
Yeah.
and trying to get your overall body fit and strong so that you go into that next season of life ready for whatever it's going to throw at you.
I think Chris is trying to tell you that I'm not 25, but we're okay with that.
There are filters for that.
Filters like that. lots of filter. Going to be edited big time.
Yeah.
But there was also something in the paper recently about exercise. Is that insurance towards your health? And they're saying how it reduces your, by 30%, I think, your chance of getting cancer.
Yeah.
So it really is an investment. Would you say, Chris, the best thing about exercise? I mean, there's some days I come in here and I'm thinking, do I really want to do that row?
Right.
But I do it anyway.
Yes.
It's really all about consistency, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. A lot of times we don't feel like training.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I say is fitness and conditioning and strength, it is built on the days that you don't feel like coming in, because there are going to be a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
We're wiped out. Life, family, work, all that stuff wipes us out. This actually, ideally, helps, gives us the energy to get through life and family and work and all that kind of stuff. People don't realize that. Training gives you more energy.
Yes,
it doesn't take your energy. You got to take my word for it. You're going to come in, the first 2 weeks are going to be hell. You know, the first 2 weeks, you're going to think, I can't keep this up. But you're going to start seeing increased energy, better sleep. Your appetite's going to change. You're going to want to eat healthier, better foods, or at least more food, and hopefully you'll eat the healthier food. But it is going to be a transition that will lead to increased energy. But it is about consistency.
Yeah.
It is about consistency. And I don't mean once a week. I mean coming in 2 to 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, and really, really sticking with it. I think people think that they're going to train and they're going to see results immediately, and that's one of the most disappointing or discouraging things for folks, is realizing that you spent months and months and months and years getting the body that you have now. You're not going to get the body that you want in a month.
Yeah.
Okay, it takes time. We've been training for 1.5 years together. You've completely transformed your body. You've completely transformed your conditioning and your fitness, but you've been very consistent.
I mean, I think just to give a bit of personal information, I came here because I had a bad break, and it was actually my cousin who's a doctor, so I said, get a bone density scan. I'm thinking, hold on a minute here, not that old. I want to start sort of training and getting strong, and I know I could do it through exercise. But you mentioned, Chris, obviously the importance of food. Now, you hear a lot of people saying they go to the gym, they work out, they're very hungry afterwards. But you can't out-train a bad diet.
Cannot out-train a bad diet.
So you have to actually do things in tandem where, say, if I did a heavy workout with you or a heavy session in the gym, I'd go and immediately have a protein breakfast.
Right.
So it's also getting that knowledge with food and what food's good for you.
Yeah.
Which
and if there's so much information out there, you may have it. You can get it from me and from your PT. You can probably get it online. Find out how to get your proper total daily energy expenditure breakdown of how many calories you should be eating, your macros broken down. We can do that through a formula. You can do that again probably through finding it online.
Yeah.
But what I've found over doing this overall, like for as long as I've been doing it, actually the people that are just mindful of what they're eating, they'll see a dramatic improvement. Yes, we can break down the calories perfectly. Yes, we can break down the macros perfectly. But if the people who just think about what they're eating and think, I need to be eating this and not that, maybe the portion control and all that stuff comes later. But if they just start realizing, I need to be eating more protein with each meal, I need to be reducing the amount of empty carbs and alcohol that I'm drinking. And once they just start thinking about eating healthy, they start eating healthy. It becomes a habit. Then you can start figuring out, how many grams of this do I eat? How many, what size portion of sweet potatoes do I have? Or something like that. But that's another thing, is like we always talk about protein and we always talk about calories. I think people, when they come in and they start working out, they think, I've got to stop eating. I've got to get rid of all my calories.
That's wrong, because you get no energy.
Sometimes you need to eat more calories. Depending on how you're training, you just need to eat the right calories. And that's part of the whole fun of the equation of figuring out, how do I put my fitness training and my nutrition and my sleep and my hydration and all that stuff together to get the fitness and body that I want and need.
Right, I'm now going to make a confession to Chris. Now, I'm not a stranger to a Tunnocks wafer or an Empire biscuits. It's the truth. Or even a wee glass of white Rioja, quite like that. But I think that is it, Chris. You can't, I think if you go down this journey, wanting to be healthier and fitter, it's not wearing the hair shirt. You can still have the glass of wine.
Absolutely.
You can still have the treat.
Absolutely.
It's been able to balance it out. So I'd really encourage anybody, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yep.
But now I'm trying to delay it as long as I can before I have to do all these reps. So now I'm going to be doing what's...
Normally you don't get...
Normally I don't get a breath.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 6 reps. You don't need to do it as quickly as I do it. It's taken me a long time to get this fit, but it gives you an idea of what we do. And we're also going to do another workout after this, which you can do at home. So Chris will be just going to start again, because he's never going to let me stop this length.
No, I think it's time to hit stop.
Right, okay.
Cut. and let's get back to it.
Right, okay. Right, Chris, we've just finished the first workout, which was gym based.
Yep.
Now we're going to do a home workout, just so that anybody out there that's still a bit intimidated about going to the gym, you can start to warm up at home. Chris, what we're going to do?
Well, one of the best resistance pieces of kit that we have is our body.
Yeah.
We're carrying around weight, okay? So we can use that weight to our advantage when we're training.
Right.
So there are all kinds of different exercises that we can do that are body weight focused, like press-ups, squats, lunges. We can incorporate jumps. We can use chairs or things in the house to do dips for our arms. There's all kinds of things that we can do just with our body weight to start to get fit.
Right.
So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put you through, it's only 3 moves.
Right.
This is something that anyone can do in their lounge.
Right.
Clear out the coffee table, clear out a little bit of space. You don't need a lot of room.
Move the wine.
Okay, move, yep, lock up the wine. We are going to do, now here's the intimidating part. This is what it sounds intimidating. 100 press-ups, 100 squats, 100 leg raises.
Right.
Okay? But we're going to do those in increments of 5.
Right.
So you're going to do 20 rounds of 5, 5, and 5.
Right.
That's always manageable.
Right.
Okay? If I were to say right now, drop and give me 100 press-ups, you would be like, I've
seen the film.
Yeah, that's right. You'd probably want to strangle me. But if I say do 5, 5, and 5, catch your breath, and then do it again.
Yeah.
All right? So let's do that. So we're going to go 5 press-ups, 5 body squats. We'll do them together. Should we do them together?
Right, sure. Right,
okay. So we're going to get into our plank position, and we're going to do 5 press-ups.
Right.
1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since we're down, let's just flip around and do our leg raises. Why not? We're already on the ground. Okay. Oops. On our backs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's get up and do our squats.
Oops. Get this in. Up to this again.
Prayer hands. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go.
Easy.
19 more times.
Right, Chris, we've done the gym workout, we've done the home workout. What else could you possibly say to the people out there to encourage them to get into the gym?
Well, whether it's get into the gym or whether it's get started training, it's just get started.
Right.
I mean, get to it. The world is full of folks who are going to start tomorrow, who are going to procrastinate and put it off until tomorrow to start. And I just say, get started today. Don't hesitate. The longer you wait, the less likely you are to do it. So let's just get started.
And there's no age limit. It can be any age. You should do it.
Any age at all. In fact, I would encourage, I think there's people who think, I've waited too long, I'm too out of shape, I've never played sports, I've never done anything fit. No. I think it's more important for those folks to start. I think post 40 is the most important time of our lives to start being serious about our fitness.
Right.
When we're younger, yes, we get all the reaction, all the response, we get all the progress, we make all the gains, and we've got the testosterone and the bodies to respond to training.
Right.
And at that time, we're training for the next time that we're going to the beach. We're training for the next holiday. But right now, we need to be training for the next season of our life.
Right.
For whatever life is going to throw at us, the stronger we are, the better we're going to be, the more fit and better we're going to be to face it.
So basically, it's just a case of let's just take that first step.
Take that first step.
Be
Don't
consistent.
hesitate. Be consistent.
Enjoy it.
Absolutely enjoy
Absolutely
it.
enjoy it because it's not torture.
Pick a kind of training that you're going to enjoy. Don't pick a kind of training that you're going to hate because you won't stick with it.
Yeah. So is it really basically finding some sort of training that you're really going to stick to? It could be rowing, it could be running, it could be
one of the
anything.
things about getting started is that you're going to discover things that you didn't know were there, and you may discover that you love it.
Yeah.
You might discover that you love powerlifting.
Yeah.
You might discover that you love rowing.
Right.
You didn't know, and all I want to do is get out there and row 13,000 meters a day.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right. Thanks, Chris. To all the men out there, I really think you should be thinking about your health. I know you don't, but this is an easy way for you to sort of get into the groove and get fit and healthy. I would definitely recommend you, as you've seen Chris's t-shirt here, go to the menonly.org.uk website, join my newsletter, find out what's happening and what men are wanting to talk about. And I think you'll find it interesting, and we're obviously going to have the workout on the website as well for you to tune into at any time. I'd also like to, as someone who has worked behind a camera, and I don't think people who work behind a camera get sufficient, recognition. I'd really like to thank Kevin for shooting this today on a Sunday in Glasgow, which is for one sunny, because he's about to shoot his first film, which we will be keeping an eye on, and especially me, because I do love a rom-com. So Kevin, thank you so much for squeezing me in as another Good Men, and I think when you go to the website you will see a gallery called A Few Good Men, and it's all the men that's helped me on this journey so far, and I hope to add to that. So if you want to help me, you know where I am. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it.